Hello there, my name is George Hurst. Add to the beauty of your string instrument with a top quality guitar strap you make for yourself. In this video program, we will show how to make two different styles for yourself, or for gifts for friends and relatives, or for resale at a handsome profit. Making a guitar strap is much like making a belt. However, in this case, we will make a belt that's 1 inch wide and also a pad that will be 2 inches wide. So the first thing I'll do is cut some 1 inch strips out of 8 to 9 ounce vegetable tan leather. I'll have one strip that's 39 inches long and one that's 21 inches long. And I will cut a piece of 8 to 9 ounce, 2 inches wide, long enough for a 12.5 inch piece for my pad. Next, I will cut my straps to length, and to do that, I'm going to use a strap end punch and I will do this on both ends. And I will do this to both of the 1 inch straps. For the 2 inch strap for the pad, I will use the wing dividers and very carefully set it up so that I can make a circle around each end. And then we will cut this. I find this easier to cut with a good quality shears. I will do this now to both ends. Next, it is time to punch the various holes that we'll need. Now, on one end of the shorter strap, we will punch a buttonhole for going over the button in the instrument. On the other end, according to the pattern, we will punch 4 holes for rivets or snaps, whatever your choice is. I prefer to use rivets in this case. They're safer, and also we will not need to change buckles. So now, I will punch the slot for the buckle tongue. So on the shorter piece now, we have made provisions for the buckle, and on the other end, provisions to fasten to the guitar. On one end of the longer strap, we will punch for a button on the guitar, and on the other end, according to the instructions on the pattern sheet that's available, we will punch holes for adjustment. Now we can punch 6 or 8 holes or more if you want, depending on the adjustments that you desire. And now, according to our pattern, I'm putting 2 slots 1 inch apart on both ends of our pad strap. It is time to think about the lining or the padding of the shoulder pad, and we can use some soft heavyweight suede as you see here. In any case, you're going to cut it oversize, and also you could use some shearling. Now in this case, this shearling is a little long, but we can give it a haircut just by simply cutting it with a good shears. I will also use my shears to shorten it. This will take a few minutes, but take your time and just cut it shorter. To fasten the sheep wool to the back of my shoulder pad, I'll first take a pen and mark around the outer edge, and then I will mark both of these slots. This is important to mark these slots. And now we're ready to apply our cement. To apply the sheep wool to the back side of the shoulder pad, I'm going to use the Eco-Weld water-based contact cement. Apply it with a dauber, and notice here now I am not applying any cement in the area between the two slots. This is where the other pieces of leather will pass through, so we want to make sure that there's no cement in that area to impede the journey of the pads through there, of the straps through there. Now, on the sheep wool, we will do the same thing. We'll apply cement along the edges, and as you can see, we will not apply any cement in the area where the slots are. And now we will set this aside and allow this cement to dry until it's tacky. Now that my cement is dry to where it's tacky, I'm going to very carefully place it over the sheep wool, being very careful to get over the marks that I made for the slots. And then we can press it down. And now we can trim. And I find this best to do with the shears. I have decided to punch and double loop lace around my pad, so I'm going to take my shears now and trim this real close here on the edge. We'll do this all the way around. I have decided to lace this with a double loop lace, and so I'm going to use this hand chisel pliers. I think this would be a lot easier to use than a thonging chisel because of the wool that's underneath. So I will punch all the way around with this hand chisel pliers. And now, as you can see, I'm using the double loop stitch and stitching all the way around the outside of our shoulder pad. Now that our shoulder pad is finished, it is time to finish the straps that we will use. First of all, the one that has the holes punched for the buckle, I will skive this end about halfway down the thickness to where it goes over the bar of the buckle. And next, I will attach the buckle of my choice. I will do this with a rivet of the proper size, depending on the thickness of my strap. After you have attached the buckle and the tip to the long strap, then it's just a matter of threading it through the loops on the shoulder pad. Adding a lace to one end of the guitar strap to fasten it to the neck of a guitar is quite easy. Just take a good quality latigo lace, this one's 1/8 inch wide, and fold it in half, push it through the keyhole, pull it up slightly, as you can see, and then take the other end, or the other two ends, through the loop and pull it up snug. And that's all there is to attaching the lace for tying to the neck of the guitar.